What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Real Highlights podcast. Sorry, this is going out a day late. I think it'll go out around 2:33. I'm recording this at 2:12. Just totally forgot about it, honestly. There's also not a lot going on in the sports world other than the MLB World Series and football. Really, there's not much. There's some draft stuff going on though. And I guess we can start off. Steve Nash has hired Amari Stoudemire to join him at the Nets. It's pretty good. There's a lot of 2K ratings as well. We can go over some of those, see if we agree or disagree. But yeah, there's not a whole ton of stuff going on. I do have Devonta Adams in fantasy, and it's kind of nice. He has 253 yards and 2 touchdowns. 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sorry. Not bad. I'm in fantasy, and I traded for him, I think, 2 weeks ago. He hasn't done great, but I'm going against the guy who traded me on, which is pretty great. Actually, Henry traded me on for Will Fuller, I think. But let's just go to NBA 2K21. See the Twitter, because I know that's what there's tweeting. So Lillard gets a 95. I think he deserves that. He goes crazy. He's the only reason Portland made the playoffs. The only reason they were really relevant. Like, you take him off that team and replace him with. There's not a lot of players you can replace him with, and they'll be just as good. Not a lot of point guards you can replace him with. Curry would probably be one of the only guys. Maybe Westbrook, but. Kyrie, but other than that, not even Kyrie maybe, but there's not a lot of guys. Zion gets an 86. When Zion did play, he averaged about 21 and an 8. I think he deserves that. I could see him, but again, I could see him totally going down or up, skyrocketing to a 90 possibly, because he could make the All-Star team. Unlikely, but could happen. Steph Curry 95 and Klay Thompson 89. Clay, give him the 90 overall 2K. They always refuse to do this. He's gotten a 91 as his highest. Just keep him at 90. But Curry, 95 makes sense for Curry. Kyrie 90, Kevin Durant 95. I agree with both of those. KD might even get his overall bumped up if he can just play pretty good. And Kyrie's went down, which is fine. The guy was injured last year, and he hasn't been that great, really. Harden with a 96 overall. He deserves that. There's not a lot. Best scorer in the NBA, probably. Trae Young at an 88. He averaged 30 points and 10 assists on a bad team. That's why he's not at 90. I completely agree with that. Jason Tatum, 90 overall. Totally agree with that. He deserves that. Jaylen Brown 86 and Kemba 86. Agree with both of those. I'd give Kemba 86 makes sense, and Tatum 90 makes sense. Devin Booker 88, so disrespectful. Give him an 89. Come on now. Or I guess he's not as good as Clay, but Clay should really have a 90. I don't know. I think Devin Booker deserves a high overall. Rudy Gobert, 87. He should go down to an 84. Or not 84. I don't like Gobert. So 85, 86. Donovan Mitchell, 88. Donovan Mitchell should be at least an 89. Maybe high 90. Luka, 94. Makes sense. He's not as good as the guys who are 95 like KD. But he's also really good and was on a winning team. And he's the best player on a winning team in the playoffs. Giannis 97 makes sense. MVP. Could see his going down or up, it's probably just gonna stay the same. Let's be real here. 2K is won't update ratings a lot. I guess they do. It's Jamal Murray 87. Finally, his rating went up a little bit. It's about time. He's been chilling at an 82, 83, 84 for the last 6 2Ks. But it's about time he went up. Butler finally gets a decent overall. They finally put some respect on him, and he gets a 93 overall. Finally. He's been chilling out like an 87, 88 forever. And he finally breaks 90, and he finally gets 93 because he's able to carry a team. LeBron, 98 overall, makes complete sense. Number 1 ranked player in NBA 2K21. He's probably the best player in the league. He didn't carry them because they had 80. But he closed a lot of games out for them, and he was the best player on the championship team. Finals MVP. Deserves it. I don't think there's any more to go over. I guess I will go check ESPN, and we can just check some scores, like what's going on in the world. Steelers are 27-17 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh 25. Bills are up 12-10 on the Jets going into the fourth quarter. This is anyone's game. I want to say I think it's the Jets' ball too. Let's go Sam Darnold. The Vikings should trade for him if we can't finesse him. Browns are up 24-20. Baker Mayfield sucks with 13 minutes left in the fourth. Eagles up 22-20, or Eagles won 22-21 against the Giants. We all know that. It happened a while ago. And going over a college football game yesterday. Michigan beat the Gophers 49-24. Sucks. Gophers' offense looked pretty good. Our defense sucks, though. And then later today, we have Buccaneers versus Raiders, Chiefs, Broncos, 49ers, Patriots, Jaguars, Chargers, Seahawks, Cardinals, Bears, Rams, Colts, Lions, Vikings, Packers. Oh, no, this isn't even... Oh, no. Wait. 10:26. When's that? Okay. So, Colts and Lions are next week, and Vikings and Packers is next week. Packers are playing the Texans right now. They're 28-10. 14 minutes left in the fourth. Cowboys, Washington. Whoa, they're up 22-20. They're up 22-3 with 2 minutes left in the third. Andy Dalton obviously not having a good game. Falcons up 14-13 in the third. Panthers is tied 24-24. The Arsenal game they're only 3 minutes into it. 0-0. Southampton beat Everton 2-0. The Wolves and Newcastle tied. Not pronouncing tennis names. Justin Thomas is leading the Zozo Championship. He's 20 under with Patrick Cantlay, John Ram, Patrick Cantlay and John Ram at 18 under, and then you have Sebastian Munoz and Lanto Griffin also at 17 under. Those are your top 5. Khabib retires 29-0. Insane. One of the GOATs, if not the GOAT. Let's go over more NCAA football. Wisconsin beat Illinois 45-7. Michigan beat the Gophers. I went over them 49-24. Clemson beat Syracuse 47-21. Ohio State won 52-17 against Nebraska. North Carolina won 48-21 against NC State. Kansas State won 55-14 against Kansas. What's C Carolina? What is that? Whatever. Carolina beat GA Southern 28-14. Marshall beat FAU 29. Alabama beat Tennessee 48-17. Oklahoma beat Iowa State 24-21. Indiana 36-35 against Penn State. Wake Forest, that's an upset. Wake Forest beat Virginia 23-16. Notre Dame beat Pittsburgh 45-3. Miami beat Virginia 19-14. Cincinnati beat SMU 42-13. BYU beat Texas State 52-14. Let's see. The people with all the power and free agency. Let's check this article out. Giannis, yep. Okay. Let's see. Oh, NBA season. Likely to be only a 72-game season and start December 22nd and they're going to keep the play-in thing where 8 seed plays 9 seed. NBA drafts will be held virtually on ESPN November 18th. Stan Van Gundy, new head coach for the Pelicans. And the Timberwolves do not see a clear choice for the 1 pick. That's why I think we'll be trading it up to 4 or 5, and we're going to pick Denny Avdia or Obi Toppin. The Warriors are super high on Denny Avdia, so I think they will trade their pick as well. We can go over my fantasy team, I guess. How much time? Yeah, we'll go over my fantasy team real quick, and then we will end the pod. I am up 88-34 in Henry. Josh Allen has 14 points for me so far. Mike Davis 5. Is it Jonathan Williams? I think Jamal Williams. He has some points for me. The ESPN app doesn't work. Mike Evans still hasn't played. Devontae Adams has 42 for me so far. George Kittle hasn't played. Robbie Anderson has 12. Atlanta kicker has 2 points. Joe Mixon isn't playing. Deshaun Watson on my bench with 14. Odell's injured. John Smith did nothing, or has done nothing. Aaron Jones is injured. Christian McCaffrey's injured. Mostert, I think, is also injured. So, for Henry, he's only had 2 guys go so far. Ben Roethlisberger and Kamara. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the pod. If you did, subscribe on anything and like everything. Like it, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next one.